Over the past 2 decades, I have owned 5 second-hand cars and 1 brand new car. The first car, a Starlet, was a manual, and I bought it at 2,400,000 shillings. That was with interest because I was receiving a loan from a bank at the time. Whenever I owned a car, I was always generous enough to give a lift to my friends, not because I'm endowed with exceptional generosity, but because over the years I have known what it's like to live in Kampala, to be 7 or 8 months pregnant, sitting at the back of a stifling hot taxi, wanting to open a window that's jammed and begging God to give you 5 more minutes so you can step out and breathe in fresh air before you faint. I know what it's like to be sitting at the back of a motorbike rider, a border transporter, nestling a young baby, praying to God that the exhaust fumes from the cars around, from the pollution, do not affect your tender baby. I know what it's like to be huddled under the balcony of a shop veranda, waiting for the rain to stop, hoping that the one hosting the meeting you're about to go to is also stuck in the rain, so you're not late. I offer generosity because the Word of God also says that kindness will be rewarded generations down the road. I have offered kindness to people who live along the same path as I do, drop them at their homes. My friends, why not? Hey, I've also experienced this, that if you're in a position of constant desperation, waiting at the roadside with your bag and your belongings, always waiting for a lift, for a ride, that person will stop respecting you. Their respect for you will diminish until it's non-existent. It doesn't matter if it's your spouse, your work colleague, your employer, your sibling, your parent. The moment you're always waiting for a handout, the respect they have for you will diminish. Poof! I've experienced it, and I don't want anyone to experience what I have. In June 2020, right now, I don't own a car. But when I get my new car soon, I would like you to tell me, if you see me driving with a smug expression, with a look of contempt or disdain, let me know. I want to offer kindness. I would advise you, offer a little piece of kindness a day. And it doesn't have to be giving exorbitant amounts of money. It doesn't have to be that. Yes, be charitable, give your tithe, give to your church, give to people in need. Do it with discretion though when it comes to money. You can even offer someone a prayer. There are people who have been sorely affected with their employments being terminated during the lockdown. Call them up, offer them a word of prayer or encouragement. Give someone, offer someone your time. Tell them, I would like you to just share with me what's going on in your life. Checking in on you. How's your family? How's the new baby? I know I wasn't able to visit in the hospital, but I was checking in to make sure you're okay. That kindness goes a long way in lighting up someone's day, lighting up their life. Offer a piece of kindness a day. I have experienced it when at social gatherings, there are friends of mine whom I used to offer lifts regularly would disappear from the meeting. I call them, I just wanted to check on you and say, bye, how are you? Oh, the person who picks me up had to leave and this, and they fumble their way through a lie. Only because they thought I was going to ask for a lift. I wasn't. I had already perceived the signs that they were never willing to offer me a lift. No matter how often I gave them rides, it didn't matter. I pray that if anyone is watching this today and doesn't own their own car or their own bicycle, their own van, their own jet, their own motorbike, and is always dependent on a ride, if you can, the time being, use a taxi or a border motorbike rider or an Uber, or I pray you're able to acquire your own means of transport. Convenience, it's necessary. In Kampala, where it's full of congestion and we're still challenged by urbanization, it's convenient and necessary. You accomplish tasks more effectively. Remember, the moment you're always at the receiving end, waiting for a handout of a lift, it doesn't matter if it's your spouse, your sibling, your parent, best friend, work colleague, their respect for you will diminish. I pray each of you is able to manage their own transportation so effectively that you are the one who is generous enough to offer all your work colleagues cars in case they don't have. That's the empowerment we deserve. God creates us to be givers. God creates us also to have our own wealth to generate. Let's have enough wealth that our decisions are not affected by money, by whether or not we're able to drive ourselves from one point or another. No, that affects our efficiency. Offer kindness today. Be kind to someone. Receive kindness from God. Bless you so much. Have a super terrific day.